Welcome to another episode, everyone. Poetic Flakko has been fired from No Jumper. Indeed, he's gone. He's cooked. Adam22 here explains why he let Poetic Flakko go. He no longer works at No Jumper. He's cooked. Well, maybe not cooked because many people say that Flakko is bigger than No Jumper now. He's doing just fine on his podcast. That he does not need No Jumper. But he's been fired, and this is why.
So where does Flakko stand right now with Adam22?
Okay, well, I will say this, is that despite what Mooseman may have claimed on the podcast, Mooseman has not directly been involved with any sort of demotion or anything like that with Flakko. The truth is that in the lead up to Flakko exposing the stuff about who allegedly killed Draco, and in the lead up to the Mooseman Flakko beef or whatever, like before all that, Flakko was not really doing anything for No Jumper besides helping out a little bit with the news topics. Now, the reason why he was removed from that duty was entirely because I was sitting there on the news and everybody was complaining about how they were getting the topics 10 or 15 minutes before the news would start and how they felt like they didn't have any time to prepare or anything. So the only stuff that they were able to cover on the news was stuff that was, you know, that you could watch on the news, AKA like 1 minute or less clips. And I just felt like that was unacceptable. Remo's already getting the topics together for the Tuesday show, the Wax show, etc. So I was like, let's just have Remo do the news topics as well, and we can kind of take that away from Flakko and try to get everybody the topics earlier. So, I mean, that was the only thing that Flakko was doing. He used to be more involved with the Instagram account. That era ended a while back. He used to be on the podcast somewhat consistently. That ended a while back. So he already wasn't really doing anything for No Jumper. The only thing that happened this week that stands out is that he was removed from the group chat. And the reason why I removed him from the group chat was because I felt like he had too antagonistic of a relationship with multiple people that are actually part of No Jumper on a daily basis on the podcast, i.e. Munchie and Moose. And then also he really was like just talking hellish shit to Flock to Ball, who is granted not really on the podcast.
You just laugh and then you get on the wrath of Flakko.
Yeah,
Flock to Ball wasn't even popping it or nothing. I mean, just catching strays.
I had conversations with certain people where they told me like, yeah, I don't even be talking in the chat because Flacco's in there and he just feels like a op. So, I mean, if he were to like, you know, seem interested in creating more peaceful relationships with people on the podcast, I would definitely be open to him being in that group chat again. Obviously, that ship seems like it's probably sailed with Munchie. If Flakko wants to do a podcast with me when he comes back, wherever, we could talk about this shit at length. But it just seemed kind of like, oh, we have a dude in the group chat who is realistically, seemingly causing all of these problems.
This is crazy. This is crazy. So, I mean, Adam clearly has turned on Poetic Flakko. He's saying that Poetic Flakko was not worth the trouble that he was causing, that he was already not a big part of No Jumper. They used to do a podcast together, or Flakko used to be on certain podcasts there at No Jumper. This had stopped some time ago. The only thing he was doing was the news, bringing, you know, news clippings for them and telling them what topics to talk about, whatever. But that he was doing this late. And he appears to be saying that because Poetic Flakko was not getting along with individuals there at No Jumper, this really factored into his decision-making to let Poetic Flakko go. Not only let him go, but as we can see, again, he has, you know, no compunction about it. He doesn't feel bad about the fact that he let him go. And he's pretty much, as far as I can see, throwing Flakko under the bus because he's saying that I let him go. You know, I have no remorse about it. I mean, I let him go because of the workplace environment that he was creating, that he was getting into it. He naming names. He got into it with Moose. He got into it with Munchie B, some other dude he named. And Moose is going to call Adam22 out on this. Moose apparently is standing on business. That's the individual there. I didn't even know who he was, but I'm becoming familiar with him. And Moose is going to say, well, hold on, Whack 100, causes a lot of grief here on the podcast, and you haven't done anything. You let him run amok and get away with it, because you're here down in Poetic Flakko saying that the reason that you let him go because he wasn't doing nothing anyway on the podcast. That's one thing. His role had already been minimized. He was already not doing the podcast. Although he did say, if Poetic Flakko wants to do a podcast with him, then he will do it. Or, if he wants to still be a part of No Jumper when he comes back or whatever he said, then that's fine. I don't know. I don't know that Poetic Flakko would want to do that now because of some of the things that Adam is sitting right here saying. Again, hold on, man. Let me play some of this back. He's saying that he get into it with dudes. And that's why he let him go, basically.
No Jumper. The only thing that happened this week that stands out is that he was removed from the group chat. And the reason why I removed him from the group chat was because I felt like he had too antagonistic of a relationship with multiple people that are actually part of No Jumper on a daily basis on the podcast, i.e. Munchie and Moose. And then also he really was like just talking hellish shit to Flakko, who is granted not really on the podcast.
We just laugh and then he get on the wrath of Flakko.
Yeah,
Flakko wasn't even popping it or nothing. I mean, just catching strays.
I had conversations with certain people where they told me like, yeah, I don't even be talking in the chat because Flakko's in there and he just feels like a op. So, I mean, if he were to seem interested in creating more peaceful relationships with people on the podcast, I would definitely be open to him being in that group chat again. Obviously, that ship seems like it's probably sailed with Munchie. If Flakko wants to do a podcast with me when he comes back, wherever, we could talk about this shit at length. But it just seemed kind of like, we have a dude in the group chat who is realistically seemingly causing all of these problems, but then he's not actually like doing anything for the business. And granted, we're cool with him, we're friends with him, but it just felt like it was having a negative effect, a chilling effect, if you will.
Why don't you have that same stance with?
Wow. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm interested to know what you all think in the comments. I don't want to get too deeply involved. I don't want to come down on Adam or whatever too much. I don't know what happened there at No Jumper. I don't know Poetic Flakko personally. I don't work there. I don't know what happened, what's going on, other than what Adam is saying now. Perhaps Poetic Flakko will say something and will respond to this or tell his side of the story as to why he's no longer a part of No Jumper. Perhaps he already has told his side of the story. I'll go see and check it out. But here's Adam's side, that Poetic Flakko was creating an antagonistic environment, or he was antagonizing individuals that worked there at No Jumper, and that basically the strife that he was causing, that he was not worth the strife that he was causing. The strife, outweighed his worth because he was only doing a little bit there anyway, and he's causing this conflict in the workplace and not helping out the operation that much. Let's just cut the ties. But Poetic Flakko was there at No Jumper for however long. He helped build No Jumper, I suppose, I believe. I mean, he's pretty successful on his own. So I'm assuming that he was helping No Jumper when he was there with everything that he was doing. Maybe not as much of late, since his role had been minimized. He's working on his own channel every day. But I thought that they were cool friends and that Flakko had been doing something there at No Jumper, helping No Jumper out for many years. I don't know. To hear Adam just talk about him like this, like just let him go and like it's nothing. He's one of your best employees or whatever, been there for years, helped to build this brand and this company. What do you mean you just let him go because he was creating everybody there be arguing and fighting with each other and creating a hostile work environment or whatever. If that's the case, Flakko's not even on any podcast. He's just there. I mean, I don't know. I can't defend him or speak for him. I don't know exactly what happened, as I said. And I'm sure Flakko will speak for himself at some point. Perhaps, especially after seeing this, may want to say exactly what happened from his perspective, because everything that I've seen from Flakko is him bigging up Adam, giving Adam a whole lot of respect, taking Adam's side with everything. I done told these people, boy, they taking Adam's side with everything, glazing Adam, kissing up to Adam, against the culture and all of this. And then what happens in the end? Every time. How many people have left No Jumper, got into it, been fired, quit, whatever, started their own podcast, and Adam has fell out with these individuals. They did not leave under, amicable circumstances. They left in an uproar. All of these individuals that ended up leaving No Jumper. And now Flakko. Munchie B had left and then came back. He took a break, took a couple hours break, and then came back, Munchie B. But now Flakko. And everyone that leaves, apparently, I haven't really seen Adam say anything good about the individuals that left. They all left under circumstances where Adam apparently didn't like it. Didn't like that they left or got rid of them or had to get rid of them or whatever. I don't know. I haven't really heard him. I could be wrong. Well, I'm not wrong. I haven't heard it. I could be. Maybe he has said this about certain individuals who have left, but I don't know. Everyone I've seen, whether it be 4Extra or DW Flame, Brick Baby, everybody, they in and out. What's the other dude? Shark, T-Rail. The list goes on. But it looks like he get into it with everybody. Adam is once he's done with you, or once you're no longer a part of the channel, or once you're no longer helping the channel or whatever, you're cooked. Because this is what he had to say about Flakko. I wouldn't say that was favorable, right? He says that he's creating a hostile work environment, that he's not even worth the headache that he's causing because he's not doing that on the show anyway. And so that's why I let him go. Hey. I thought that was your boy. It's just that simple, huh? He wasn't doing nothing anyway. He got into it with Munchie B. Man, everybody, they all in there fighting and beefing with one another, making content against each other and everything else. That's your reason? I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments. Flakko cooked, done with No Jumper, as we can see. Not that he's worried about it, as I said, because he's rather successful on his own. Stay safe and stay free, people.